I'm absolutely hyped to talk about an indie game that's straight up peak fiction, and that game is Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Trust me, this game is an absolute masterpiece, and I'm here to tell you why without spoiling the story. Just so you know, all of the footage you are about to see, it is straight up from the trailers, so you are safe to watch, and trust me, a single screenshot could and will spoil the story for you, so I do not want that to happen. So as I said, any sort of footage you're gonna see is literally just from the trailers. So let's dive in. Before we dive into the video, I've got some exciting news to share with you. I have launched my indie game dev studio, Wolfsoft Studios LLC, and the website is officially live. I'm currently working on a game called Strings of Time. Think FPS with a Tim Burton style twist. Want to try the free demo when it's ready? I'd love for you guys to be the first to check it out. Head on over to wolfsoftstudios.com, type in your name and email to sign up, or just click the link below. Now, back to the video. First, we're gonna do a quick story breakdown. Don't worry, none of this is a spoiler or anything like that, it's just a quick synopsis. There is a monolith back off in the background, and it starts to number. So 1 year it started with 100, and then every year it ticks down by number. So 100, 99, 98, 97, etc. You get what I'm saying. If your age is that number or higher, you are completely wiped off the face of existence. They call it a gumage. So you literally just disappear. This is due to a godlike being called the Paintress that is what's wiping them all out. So every year, expeditioners, they're around the age, so there would have been like 47. Those guys would have went out there to try to stop the Paintress. And inevitably, they all failed because now we're up to Expedition 33, so most of them are 33-year-olds trying to go and stop the Paintress, so they're not wiped out. This is essentially a suicide run and a suicide mission, and I'm gonna tell you now, you're not going to predict where this story goes. I am really far through the game. I'm not done yet. I'm right towards the end. Right now, I'm just doing a lot of side and optional stuff. But there's a lot of twists and turns that you're just not going to expect or even see coming. Okay, let's talk about the voice acting. The voice cast did a phenomenal job. I just can't believe they got Charlie Cox, he's the actor of Daredevil, Jennifer English, she was the voice actor of Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3, Ben Starr, who played Clive from Final Fantasy 16, and Andy Serkis, who's Gollum from Lord of the Rings. This is also Charlie Cox's first time ever voice acting, and it's shocking because a lot of times when an actor goes from acting to voice acting, they're terrible. They just don't do a good job, and one of those people actually reminds me of Keanu Reeves in a way, because Keanu Reeves just sounds like Keanu Reeves. Like, he's just not good. Every time I remember watching like the Sonic 3 movie, and he was Shadow, all I literally could hear and see is Keanu Reeves, because he just doesn't change up his voice or anything like that. And I didn't play, so I have Sonic X Shadow Generations, and I played Sonic Story a little bit. I didn't beat it yet. I haven't gotten up to Shadow's portion yet, but that's Keanu Reeves' first time as Shadow, because he released that right before the movie did. I heard he did an even worse job in that, surprisingly. I don't know why. It could be because of the director maybe just didn't direct his voice properly. I have no idea. But from what I've heard, he did an absolute terrible job at it. And what I will say, this is Ben Starr's best performance that I've ever seen him do, and I've seen him in a few games in the past. Alright, let's talk about that gameplay. Normally, I don't like turn-based combat in games because a lot of the times it's just way too slow, it's not engaging as well, but I absolutely love this game's combat. They have a couple of things because they also integrate real-time into the turn-based combat system. They have a parry system where you get AP points for parrying successfully, and if you parry all of the moves in a given turn, you're going to do a punishing counter attack. The parrying is a part of the real-time system, just like the dodging as well. You also want to parry so you can get more AP in order to do more powerful abilities when it is your turn. You can also dodge. You have a greater window to dodge, but you don't gain the AP and can't counterattack. I will typically dodge to learn an enemy's attack pattern and timing, then I will start parrying. Every character can have up to 3 items equipped called Pictos. Pictos can give your character stat boosts and also give them a little bit of something else. The something else is a whole variety of things, such as do X amount of more counterattack damage, start with an additional AP, and more. For new Pictos, once you win 4 battles, you will permanently unlock it for everyone else to use, which I will explain for you in a minute. Now, let's talk about the Lumina. Every character has a certain amount of Lumina points. Those Lumina points are used in order to equip the Pictos that you have permanently unlocked for everyone, so this is where your build crafting can thrive. When your character levels up, you get ability points that you can distribute to Vitality, Might, Agility, Defense, or Luck. You then get skill points as well that will go towards abilities that you can equip to your characters. Don't worry, you will get items that will allow you to respec your character if you want, and there is a lot of them throughout the world, so you do not have to worry about that. What you have is not finalized. You can always go back and change it later with that item. As you explore the world, there are optional bosses you can come across. If you feel they are way too powerful, don't worry, you can come back later. There's been a few times where I fought an optional boss that I was really underleveled for, but was able to overcome them because I learned their attack pattern and was able to keep parrying them. It does take a lot longer to beat, but you can do it. And that's why Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is an absolute gem that every gamer needs to experience. And right now, it's currently my game of the year, and I'll be shocked if anything goes above that. It's funny because for a while, I thought it was gonna be Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 because I absolutely love that game, but this game blew it out of the water, and it has heavy Final Fantasy vibes, especially Final Fantasy X, from what I've noticed at least, and I absolutely adore Final Fantasy X. It also has a mix of Persona vibes, especially when you can build relationships with your characters when you're at camp. And what I will say now, if you're talking to a character at camp, it says, do you want to spend time with X character? Say yes, you get a lot of a backstory, and it just does help you later on in the game, so I highly recommend you to spend time with those characters. The game has breathtaking visuals, to its innovative combat, then to its gripping narrative. I can't believe that only about 34 developers worked on this game. It's crazy because this game feels like a AAA game, but it's just not. It's more of an indie game, indie/AA kind of game, and it's crazy to me. I really hope the game industry is really watching this, because with budgets skyrocketing and ballooning, just seeing this dev team come along and release an absolute banger, I really hope it puts a shock to the industry, because it could help us for the better. If you've played this game, let me know down below. Also, make sure to click that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.